Hello crafty friends, it's Alicia of the Call Me Crafty Al YouTube channel, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing my very first alternative idea for the June 2019 paper pumpkin kit. I hope you'll stick around and see what I'm going to make. Thanks so much for stopping by today. I enjoyed making alternatives last month using my paper pumpkin kit, so I thought I would come back this month and make some more for you. Now, if you did not see yesterday's video, I will link it in the description box below. To celebrate my 5,000th subscriber, I'm going to be giving away 4 paper pumpkin kits at the end of the month. So I hope you'll go check out that video for a few more details. After, of course, you watch my alternative today. So yesterday I got my kit in the mail, and this morning I spent a little crafty time making half the kit just like the instructions tell me. But the great thing about this kit is once they mail it to you, you can do whatever you want with what is inside. So I will be coming back over the next, maybe 5 to 7 days with ideas of other ways you can use the products in the kit. Sometimes I will only use what came in the kit. Other times I might bring in some products or tools from my own stash. If you have been around my channel very long, you know that my preferred types of cards, I have 2. The first one is a shaker card, which I do plan on coming back later with a shaker alternative, and the other is clear cards. And when I say clear cards, I mean when I use what I call clear cardstock as the card base. These are actually just clear report covers that I have sliced in half and then folded in half. But it is definitely one of my favorite things to do. In today's project, I'm going to basically recreate the designs that Stampin' Up! Showed in the kit, but I'm going to put them on clear card bases. This will also allow me to mail these in a standard size envelope. So off camera, I went ahead and created little card kits for each of the cards. These are just the supplies that Stampin' Up! Tells you to use if you use their instructions. So what I'll do is put these together, and then I'll show you how I'm going to put these onto the card base. For the rest of this video, I will be doing a voiceover. If I don't answer a question with my voiceover, please feel free to leave it in the comment section below. This month's kit comes with a Coastal Cabana ink spot. Since this is one of 2 Stampin' Up! Pads I own, I'm actually just going to be using my regular size pad for the stamping. I am going to stamp all of the sentiments, and to make it go quicker, I went ahead and I got out 4 small stamping blocks so I didn't have to keep changing those out and cleaning them. I cut each of the cards in half. I will be using the patterned part of it on the front of the clear card, and the back, or the white piece, will go on the inside of the clear card for the personal sentiment. Since each card came with a coordinating envelope, and I won't need those for my bigger cards, I am actually going to use the inside of the envelope, so the colored part, as a mat for the picture that goes on the front. Now, if you're going to tear the envelopes apart, take my advice and do it carefully. I did end up having a few where I ended up with some of the color torn off, and later I had to hide that with some embellishments. This month's kit came with lots of glue dots, but to save time and so I can just hang on to those glue dots for later, I am going to be using my Scotch ATG for most of the adhering on these pieces. Once those pieces were matted, I went ahead and folded my clear card bases, and then I put the focal points on the front. I just put those straight down in the middle, and then you'll see how I adhered the inside card for my personal message so it would be hidden behind where the focal point was on the front. Whenever I share a clear card here, I usually get asked a few times where I get that clear cardstock from. It is actually just clear report covers, and I have found something similar, and I have linked it below in my Amazon store. Now, when I use an affiliate link, it doesn't cost you anything extra, but I may get a small commission from a sale. So if you would like some clear cardstock of your own, I would totally appreciate it if you would use my link below. Once all of the pieces were put on the clear card bases, it was time to start putting on the embellishments. Like I mentioned before, I pretty much followed the layout from the original paper pumpkin cards, but I did have to move some things around because you'll notice in the lower left-hand corner of this mat, I did tear that a little bit so you can see the white corner. So later here, I just put that sand dollar right on that corner and adjusted everything so it would look good and cover up that mistake. Another small change I made is when I adhered the sentiment tags to the front of my cards, I did use some Stampin' Up! Dimensionals. On the original cards, they just had those adhered right down flat to the card front. If you already get the paper pumpkin kit, let me know below what you usually do. Do you just go by what the box shows you, or do you sometimes like to make alternates or alternatives yourself? I would love to know. Until just recently, I always just went by with what the box did, and then my mom introduced me to the world of alternatives, and I don't think there's any going back now. I do, of course, love the designs that Stampin' Up! Comes with, but I also like to see how I can stretch the supplies and change things up with some of the pieces. It is now time for the secret word for this video. If you watched my announcement video yesterday, you know that I'm going to be giving away 4 one-month Paper Pumpkin subscriptions at the end of the month. So I will link the video that shares the basics about that below, and the secret word for today is clearly. On this card, it took me a little bit to decide how I was going to do the layout to make it work on this card and still cover up that lower left-hand corner. I think that I did end up finding a pretty good compromise, but you will see here in just a little bit when I show the 2 cards side by side that I did have to move those embellishments around compared to where they were on the original card. Once I had the cards what I thought was finished, I decided it needed a little something extra. So I used the sand dollar and the starfish stamps from the stamp set. I inked it up in the Coastal Cabana, stamped off once, and then stamped on the inside card. And here's a final look at all 4 cards. If you enjoyed this video today, as always, I appreciate a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel and would like to know when I upload more videos, and if you would like to be entered into the giveaway at the end of the month, make sure to click on the subscribe button below and maybe even hit the little bell. To my regular viewers and subscribers, thanks again for stopping back by. Until my next video, I hope you're all having a crafty day. Bye-bye.